Hunter, we just got an email from the Rooster Teeth store. Let's go see what it is. Ooh, RWBY Evernight? I wonder what could be in this collection. Ooh, shop now. I wonder what else could be in here.
What?
Good day, everybody. It is Calxiyn and Hunter here, and thank you for attending Calxyn's Royal Court today so we can roast the shit out of this merch, okay? This is probably the weirdest collection that the Rooster Teeth store has ever made.
It was the
it makes
least
no
collection.
fucking sense. Like, it makes literally no sense. And so we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So as you saw in our little skit at the beginning, or whatever we're calling that, we got an email from the Rooster Teeth store, and it was like, Evernight, ooh, dark, edgy, shop now, Salem, red, blood, and then it's just like the peach Blake hoodie, and I'm like, here's the thing.
When I think of like Evernight and like really like hardcore like death metal berserk shit,
yeah,
and then we get like a lovely kind of tan peach
here's
with another thing of Blake. Not even angsty Blake.
Are these things
Blake.
bad? Like, on their own, they're fine, I guess. Like, I'm gonna get into some problems I have with them. Like, on their own, are they, like, okay? I guess so, you know? But, like, in terms of a collection, like, what was the theme? It feels like that they just threw all of this together. Like, I tried to look up what Evernight actually means, and I couldn't find shit.
I just assumed it's a very long night.
It's like a made-up word, and, like, a bunch of vampire novels are named after it or something like that.
Here's my theory about that. One, those vampire novels are excellent. Vampire High School, they're great. Number two, my theory is that they just forgot to put out the Salem Grimm monkey shirt
during the metal collection.
Oh,
that would be so sad.
Because Evernight, right?
Yeah.
A lot of you don't know this. Miles Luna is a death metal vocalist in his spare time.
Really?
And so
is this true?
And so of course it isn't. And so his band. And so his band, no, of course it is. And his band is called Evernight. And every time you go to RTX and you ask for one of his signatures, he also goes up, hey, check out my band. Because he's one of those guys. And he was just like, you just gotta listen to Evernight. And you listen to it, and it's garbage. It's the type of thing that they blast in like prisoner cells to torture them.
Oh my god.
And no one, because they want to keep Miles happy and keep him around to keep writing RWBY, right? No one wants to be like, no, your band sucks. So they didn't want to put it in there. They didn't want to dilute the brand by putting it in the metal shirts. So originally they were just going to have like happy summer, fall, like beach, surfer fall, whatever the couture that is of the Nora and the Blake shirt is. But then Miles was like, hey man, remember when you, due to a shipping error, forgot to send out my Evernight band shirt in the metal collection? Can you do it now? And, well, you know how Miles gets when you say no to him. So eventually, like, Eddie was like, yeah, man, because Eddie is also, I don't know if you know this, is a writer, but also manages the merch store, because that's, like,
clearly
two jobs and skills people tend to have at the same time. And he was just like, Miles, we'll do it, right? And they were just like, and they lied to him. They know. So first he was like, the shipping, and then two, we're waiting for a new metal collection. And so he just lied and said, I mean, look at this. It's a whole new metal collection. It's the Evernight collection, Miles. And he was just so happy.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what Hunter is saying is a joke I would like to put as a disclaimer, and Eddie does not manage the merch. I'd like to put that as another disclaimer, but I just think that this is so, I'm not going to say it's bad, but I think that it is very strange. But I actually think, the Miles, Secret Miles rock band aside, I think that that's actually not a bad theory about the metal, not about the rock band, about the metal collection, and that this was like a leftover design.
You know me and Eddie, we chat a lot.
Y'all are so tight on MySpace.
We're so tight on MySpace. Exactly. Yeah. We're in each other's top 6 places.
Oh man. So, I just think that there's something very odd about this whole thing. Like, it's not unified in any way, shape, or form. It makes no sense, I would argue. And it's like, if you're gonna do Evernight and send out, it's really the email, right? Like, I think that, like, even if you were looking at this without the email, I think you could still see what we're saying, that it just doesn't make any sense together. But, like, in terms of the actual, like, email that was sent out and how it's like, Evernight, Salem, little swirly red thing at the bottom of the email, I'm just like, okay, but, like, this is not Evernight vibes at all.
You know what I get? I get Miles's Evernight shirt, and then the other two hoodies, I get, like, summer vibes, colder weather. Because it's, like, really bright, but it's, like, you know, keeps you warm.
Peach is a fall color. I don't think that I would buy this because I think that the color for most people would wash them out.
Also, it's on the back.
Yeah. Like, I'm very surprised at the fact they decided to do something peach just because, like orange is a nice fall color, but for a lot of people, peach will, like, wash you out. Like, if I wore this, I would look like that I'm naked.
For the white folks in the audience.
I mean? Exactly. And so I think I would say that the color is ugly. Like, the art is nice, but the color is kind of ugly. I think it would have been nice in purple or, like, black or something. You know what I mean? I think that purple actually would have looked, like, really nice, and purple is still kind of a fall color. Now, I hate to do it. I hate to do it to them, and I hate to point this out, but is that not the marketing pose for Blake? It's not drawn art. They drew the art of the clothes and then slapped the marketing pose on the back of the shirt, and apparently it looks like they kind of drew over it so it would be in the art style, but, like, we have gone from reusing designs and art to reusing the marketing poses. I mean, there was some of that, but, like, Ainlee art is different than the marketing poses, right? Because there's the Ainlee art, right? That has been reused on a couple things before, but this isn't even the art. This is like the 3D render that they have for the marketing poses, and they put it on a shirt. Is that not odd? You know what I mean? Isn't that kind of weird?
I mean, it's a little odd. Part of me almost thinks that, like, the regular Blake that they have stands out so much more than the other two. I think that they built the shirt with the two Blakes in the background.
And then they just didn't have another one?
And then whoever, like, Mr. or Mrs., like, RWBY merch, it was just like, not enough Blake!
And so they had to put another Blake. Oh, so you're saying that Blake. It was kind of like, it was only those two at first. But then it was like, well, we need, like, actual design.
I got a disease, and the only prescription is more Blake!
Oh my god,
and so they put more Blake.
But yeah,
I have a manic episode.
I think that it's very...
I ran out of my meds, and now I'm just going.
I think it's very interesting that they slapped the 3D. Oh my god, I have this. Maybe I'll take a picture of it, but I have this hilarious Kingdom Hearts shirt that my dad bought me that is just scenes of the game stitched together, and, like, Sora's, like, just a random wisdom form marketing pose, like, from the actual game, like the 3D model, not art. It is the most horrendous thing, and that's what this reminds me of. Let's just slap the marketing render on there. But yeah, I think that the peach color is kind of questionable, right? Like, I feel like it's kind of odd to, like, go with this particular color.
I mean, I don't know.
I do like the little details of the fire and ice, but the other thing is it's like, how is this at all related to the show? Like, is Blake Todoroki? Like, did I miss something? You know what I mean? Like, when was the last time she did this?
Well,
like, wasn't it, like, volume 2? Like, the last time I remember her doing this was volume 2 when she was fighting against Roman and his cane got stuck in, like, her ice thing. Like, how is this? I don't know. Like, it just seems like such a random, thoughtless, like, let's make Blake do something cool.
Prices on dust increased, so she couldn't do that anymore.
I know. I'm just like, this is, like, such an old technique that I don't think has come back very much. I think that we did see it once, maybe during the fight with the Aesops. I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's been a minute since she's, like, you know, like, gone for it, like, use her clones in that way. But anyway, I want to show you guys this. What made me
like this
makes me laugh so hard because it's Be Strong 3 hit stuff. Like, I know it's an and, but it doesn't look like your standard and, you know?
It looks like an other, like, wrong way 3.
I know, and I think that it's just, like, why couldn't y'all just make, like, what font is this? I think that the font is kind of strange as well. And it doesn't look good with the tie-dye. Like, I feel like that it's way too busy. You know what I mean? To have this, like, Be Strong and hit stuff and then all this tie-dye going on. They could have also put, like, maybe an outline on like, a black, like, text outline on it, and that would have made it stand out more.
I think of all of these, I kind of like this one the most.
Yeah, like, I like the idea, like, Nora, like, thunder, storm, I just hate tie-dye, guys.
I think maybe I'd like it more with less white, maybe?
Yeah, thing is that maybe I'll try to find a picture if I can, but I saw a post on the Rooster Teeth subreddit, and it was somebody, like, they got, like, an achievement hunter shirt or, like, something like that, and the tie-dye was, like, completely missing in the middle. Like, there was tie-dye, like, on the sides, but it's almost like they didn't put the tie-dye ink in the middle of the shirt, and it came out, and it was just, like, a circle. Like, it was so weird. And it was like, well, tie-dye may vary, and I'm just like, well, not like that, you know? And so I don't really trust Rooster Teeth with any of the tie-dye stuff anymore. That's the other thing. I'm kind of salty about the velvet hoodie still, and so maybe that's, like, biasing my opinion, but I feel like I opened my email and I laughed when I saw this. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Because
along with planning, conceptualizing, and organizing and running the merch store, as well as writing RWBY, they also get Eddie to do all the tie-dye. So the poor guy was so busy. It was late at night, you know? They had to put the kids in. He's just putting there, like, grinding it out, working on... Oh, my God. And he's gonna make it because he's a person, right? And he's stretched too thin.
Oh, man. This is like... Poor Eddie's gonna see this and be like, Hunter, why would you say this? Oh, boy. And so, yeah, and then we have this, and, like, this is the most Evernight, but that's what makes me laugh. Like, look at this. Evernight.
Land of darkness.
This, and then, like,
wait,
you know
is Evernight that place that...
That's Salem's Castle, and that's the other confusing thing. That's supposed to be Salem's domain is Evernight, I think. And so I'm like, darkness. Like, what is this? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I think this is so
Death
strange.
metal. Georgia Peaches.
Exactly. And so I just don't understand. I'm just like, why did they do this? And I think it's cool, but I also think it's kind of funny because it shows, like, the utter disconnect of the Rooster Teeth story, because, like, this Burringle, sure, it's cool, but what the fuck did the Burringles even do in volume 7
Who's,
and 8?
like, really down for Burringles?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't do shit. Like, even though they made a big show out of Salem making them, at the end of volume 6, they didn't do crap. And so I think, like, a Seer Grimm or something behind her, like, that could have been cool.
You know what I realized?
Or the Hound? I don't know. Like, who's that? I guess we don't know him, right?
I don't have, you know, because Eddie's so busy, he isn't able to tell me, like, what sells and what doesn't, right? So I have this suspicion that, I guess these kind of edgier Grimm designs must sell to an extent.
Yeah, but like, why not use a relevant Grimm?
I feel like, you know what I want? I don't want, like, scary Grimm. I want cute Grimm.
Well, actually, now that you say that, there was this shirt that came out as a part of, I don't even know.
Okay, well, I want
what exactly.
This
is like
Grimm
Halloween.
That doesn't look weird as shit. Also, what's happening to that guy?
I don't know. There's just some candy corn.
He's just having candy corn dunked on his head?
This was
that was also Miles
Halloween.
doing?
This was
he said, smile brighter, and he just, like, you know, whipped the candy corn
so this was a Halloween collection one, and I just don't like it, so I wasn't going to talk about it. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it would have been nice to have, like, a Seer Grimm and then all the tentacles maybe, like, around Salem, like that, or something.
Everybody loves tentacles.
Something like that, or, like, I don't know. And this isn't a dig towards Blake, okay? Some people were offended on Twitter that I said Blake didn't do shit in Volume 8, because she didn't, okay? She didn't. Like, here's the thing. Like, I feel like that the Rooster Teeth store is, like, 5 volumes behind what's actually happening, okay? Like, this is a volume 6 shirt. This is a volume 2, and this at least is relevant to, like, what's going on in the show now. But, like, I just feel like that they're so behind, and, like, again, the Nekalave, that was volume 4. Like, I feel like that they're always a couple volumes behind what's actually happening in the show, because I was like, who wanted something for Blake right now when we still haven't gotten winter merch, Ironwood merch, Watts, Tyrion, like,
you know what I want?
Hazel? Why wouldn't they put Hazel with all of his dust being like, that would have made so much more sense to have Hazel in a bunch of dust forms after all the dust he stuck in his body this volume. Like, I don't know how much of a demand there is for Hazel merch, okay? But I'm just saying that, like, I know that sometimes the characters are popular and that has nothing to do with what's going on in the show, but, like, I don't know. I thought Winter was a pretty popular character, and they haven't given her shit. Nothing, you know? And so I don't know. I just feel like that this is just so weird. It's just so strange. And I'm glad that they're giving more merch to characters like Nora, but why did it need to be ugly? Why did it need to be tie-dye? I don't understand.
Something I get the kind of impression that, well, if you can go back to the Evernight shirt.
Yeah.
Something I have that I find kind of odd is that Well, when you click on the other photos, it's like they don't even really like, look at how happy this man is.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
not like darkness.
they should have really leaned into it, right?
Well, I like this. I like the tattoos on
cool.
this person, this lovely model. What I find funny...
They should have, like, I don't know, like, make Eddie look goth. Put in some black lipstick. Really, like, shoot for the moon if you're doing that.
I don't understand why this has, like, the RWBY, like, a Rooster Teeth Productions LLC original animation at the bottom. I always find that kind of, I don't want to say cringe. I guess it's supposed to reflect, like, a music CD, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you get a music CD, it says, like, Sony Music, I don't know, something. So I guess it was supposed to look like a band cover, but that again begs the question that this seems like Hunter is right to an extent, minus all of the Miles metal band bit. It does seem like that this fits more into the metal collection if we can find it. Because, like, if I told you, if we can find it, I don't even know if it's up anymore, right?
Because it was popular under
we got going
on now.
Just like thinking about it, I guess it's just so straight. Like, it's just so weird. I don't even think it's up anymore to like show you guys the comparison. But I think it's just kind of odd that like imagine this, right? So like, the Monstra thing doesn't look all that like Monstra, and that's supposed to be in the art of like another band, right? So the Monstra and the Evernight, they don't look that like so far removed from each other in terms of like this could have been the same collection. So I feel like legitimately this was some sort of forgotten idea from the rock, like the metal thing, and they were like, well, we need something, and I'm just like, but why did you not like use the other villains though? Why is it Evernight, Blake, Peach Blake? I don't know. It's just weird, man.
I think that they should just cut out the middleman and make Blake weak.
Oh
like
my god, just
Week.
Blake. Well, you know what? They did
a
Yang collection once. So I'm like, if you guys really want to shoehorn Blake into these merch collections, just give her own.
Yeah.
If she's popular
Blake
enough.
Week.
You know what I mean? Because they did the Yang collection and it was literally like 8 things of Yang, and then they didn't do that again for anyone else.
This is my idea for a Blake Week shirt.
Okay.
So 7 days. Each new piece of Blake merch. First one is just every collage of every promotional art and drawing of Blake, and in big impact font. At the top it says, "This is my," and then at the bottom it says, "Blake shirt!" Exclamation mark.
And then this is all Blake.
And that's all it is. Eddie, I know you're really strapped for ideas right now with your several jobs.
Why are we targeting Eddie? He does not do anything with the bird.
But that's a free idea, whoever runs Rooster Teeth.
That'd be so ugly, though. Like, I'm just imagining all the different art styles of the models. Like, Riley's art's beautiful, but imagine, like, it's volume 1 Blake, and then it's volume 4 Blake,
they didn't even get someone who, they didn't cut it up in, like, Photoshop. Nah, they cut it up in Microsoft Paint. They used the manual cut function, and they just collaged it together. It's not a proper, like, circle or square. It is ugly as sin, and it is my Blake
It's
shirt.
like that Kingdom Hearts shirt that just has the swords all over them.
Yes.
It's just Blake, which I'll try to get for Noah. But yeah, so
for estranged parents to purchase for their children.
Is this an anti-haul? Yeah.
I mean, it's not like these shirts are.
I'm like anti-hauling on principle. Like, I'm just anti-hauling out of spite. Like, I feel like that this is just so lazy, and it's just the epitome of lazy Rooster Teeth store. Like, you know what I mean? Why didn't you guys just release all of this separately? Why did it need to be marketed as a collection when it clearly doesn't go together? Why couldn't they just drop everything?
Nitpicking.
I don't know. I think it's pretty bad.
Are.
I think that using the marketing render is like the funniest shit. Like, I think that that's the part where I was just like, really? You guys just stop trying.
I think that they should release a Blake figure, that's not painted, and it's just her in a T-pose.
Oh my god. And so, okay guys, I think that's enough from us today. Thank you for attending Calxiyn's Royal Court, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!